There are some days, and this is one of them, when making bows outdoors is not a good idea. I think it's stopped. This is a Laminate English longbow. Its length is just over 77 inches nock to nock, and its draw weight is at the moment 105 pound at 31 inches draw. In this video I'm going to show you how I finished this bow off. It's just tillered at the moment, still not perfectly smooth, the nocks are still quite raw. So in this video I'm going to walk you through the process that I follow in finishing a bow like this right down to its finished state. So the bow is now strung and it's started to rain again. So the next stage in the process is to finish work on the belly. Although it's been worked this far with a cabinet scraper, the finish is still not yet good enough to call it a completed bow. So my next job will be to work the belly and the sides with different grades of sandpaper, starting from medium right down to fairly fine, to bring this bow to a state where I'd like to call it finished. But the sanding process is not the finish of this bow. Next, I want to work on the nocks. These are buffalo horn, Victorian style, not perfect for a warbow style bow, but adequate. But these are rather bulbous and a little bit oversized. So I'll work them with a rasp, take them down to a more bullet shaped point, and then finish them off with a cabinet scraper. I don't like my bows to be over finished, gleamy and shiny. It's not the sort of style I aim for. So I'll be looking for a finished, competent look, but not over glossy. It's surprising how much draw weight can be lost during the sanding process. That's why I like to do the final stages of tillering using just a cabinet scraper to remove the wood. A cabinet scraper leaves quite a nice finish, just ready for sanding and then the final polishing up of the bow. I don't like, as I said, an over polished bow, but I do like a smooth surface. And the cabinet scraper sandpaper process is about the best way that I've found for me to do this. And if you're a beginner, I would really avoid the temptation of using electric power tools at this stage. Maybe if you're experienced and really good at it, maybe they have a place to play in making a bow a little bit more quickly than by hand. But I prefer to do all my work by hand. So if I was you, keep away from sanders at this moment. Use your hands. Remember also that when you're sanding, you are removing wood, of course. Easy to overlook this. But sanding can also rearrange the tiller of your bow. So if you're aggressively sanding, or even lightly sanding, return it to the tiller now and then to make sure that that shape that you worked so hard to get has not been lost due to sandpaper. At last, the rain stopped. One of the more enjoyable aspects of finishing a bow is actually using it. So during the sanding and working on the knock process, I will use the bow maybe 30, 40, 50, perhaps 100 times to get used to how it feels, see whether there's any quirks within it that I hadn't noticed before, say a slight twist when the bow's being drawn, or some unusual feature of how the arrow flies. So far, so good with this one. So, more work to do to finish this bow off and get it looking good. I find a quick wipe of boiled linseed oil on the nocks reveals any scratches or deep marks that I'm looking to remove. And I do the same with the belly and the back of the bow. A wipe of linseed oil quickly reveals any scratches or marks that I'm looking to remove, and begins to show how nice a laminated bow can look. So, with rain falling yet again, that is my English laminated longbow finished. It's £100 at 31 inches draw. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Couldn't leave that to get wet.